It imprints in the nervous system of the brain, pathways and neuronal structures that sometimes are premature to the slow, healthy stages of growth and development, which we seek for with children as they mature. And if they're imprinted early, they become motivated and fascinated to indulge in sexual things.
There's a couple images that stuck in my mind. I was just like, I'd just be sitting there and all of a sudden it'd pop up in my mind. I'd be like, whoa, why am I thinking about that?
Even like seeing it once can just hurt you so much, Seeing a little picture can just put all these things in your mind, This is horrible. It's like doing heroin for the first time, You just want it again and again and again.
We know, for example, that a person's brain does not mature until almost 20, 25 years old. And the part of the brain that deals with moral behavior, the cerebral cortex, is vital to understanding how a person decides what is right and what is wrong.
I think one of the cruelest and most distorting messages that the pornography industry gives people of all ages is that pornography will aid them in becoming sexually confident, sexually aware, and be better able to relate to a partner. I could not disagree with that more, because I see that the opposite occurring in the lives of those that I see in my office. And what happens is someone that is involved in pornography for a long period of time, they literally become handicapped in their ability to relate on an emotional, spiritual, and physical level with someone of the opposite sex.
Pornography shaped my want for sex and what I wanted to do whenever I started having sex, big time. It wasn't just like, oh, I want to have a relationship with this girl and have sex with her. It was like, I just want to have sex with as many as I can. And then, sex was pretty meaningless, you know what I mean? I just wanted to do what they did on the porn, so.
Were the girls in real life like the girls in pornography?
No, ma'am. The girls in real life are nothing like the girls in pornography. I mean, they got something that's making them want to do all the stuff they do, because I've never had a girl want to do the stuff that these women do. And the way they act, it's just, the girls are not the same at all. It's very fake.
Did that disappoint you?
In a way, it did kind of disappoint me, because the way girls act in a porno is, hot, and then whenever you get with a real girl and she doesn't act that way, it makes you think you're doing something wrong, and it makes you feel kind of unmanly, I guess I'd say. So yeah, it kind of lowers your self-esteem.
The guys did expect me to act out like that because, I would watch it with them. And then, guys' expectations run big. And, well, they did with me. Pretty much kind of destroyed our lives because we depended on it. And it just broke friendships, it broke, relationships, it broke, respect for ourselves and our respect for others.
There's a fear, there's an insecurity that because their bodies don't look like the porn stars, that there's something wrong with them.
The little girls' brains are being altered in the same way that the little boy brains are being altered. And we're seeing increasing numbers of women engaging in child sexual abuse and little girls sexually abusing other children as well, including their siblings. They're imitating what they see. Children are doing what children are supposed to do. The children are supposed to imitate what the adult society says is good for important women and men. We show them those pictures. We show them those acts. They will do that because that's what children are supposed to do. Does it destroy them? Yes, it does. Is it their fault? No, it's our fault.
It does make them curious because, they say, okay, well, I'm watching it. Just like a little girl when she watches Cinderella, she wants to be just like her. And the kids that watch porn, they want to be just like them.
Pornography like most addictions, drugs, alcohol, etc., shuts down the prefrontal cortex. Otherwise, the prefrontal cortex would go crazy from all the anxiety from this behavior that's wrong. And so in the more basilar parts of the brain, showed here by these prominent red imagery, takes over and runs the brain. And then there is a loss of free agency because it demands a repetition of the experience over and over again. It meets the criteria of an addiction. Number one, they can't do without it. It requires a repetition of the experience, and the person loses will over the selectivity of the behavior.
And I realized I was addicted because if I didn't watch porn like one night, I wouldn't go to sleep because I'd want it so much. So I just watched porn every night, and then that would make me go to sleep. I didn't even like it anymore.
You could pretty much get a sample of all the porn out there for free. You may not get the full extent of it, but they will get the full extent of you, because when you watch the sample, you'll be like, I want to watch the rest of it. It wasn't long enough. So you want to use your money or steal someone's money, do whatever you can just to see it.
The imprinting can become at times so strong that the individual can never gain satisfaction by giving. They always want to be taking. And it's never satisfying as it was perhaps at one time along the way, because it requires more and more of the stimulus to keep up with their sexual desires.